Hey Violas, we're going to have a little mini lesson today about half position. And we'll be specifically using half position on our G string and our D string and relating it to Deck the Hall of the Mountain King. Okay, and it'll be this part right down here underneath measure number 21, measure 25. All right, so if you can see this music, see where those half position notes are, 25 and 26. That's what we're working on. All right, so a review of what half position actually is. And since I'm my own videographer, I take all my own pictures and stuff. I'll do this the best I can. So when you play in, first of all, first position is when your fingers start on the first finger tape. See if I can catch the light. So there's my first finger tape. And I actually put tapes on my own professional viola to do this video. So that's love. Okay. That's first position. Okay. So when you go into, that's because your first finger is on your first finger tape. If we were to go into, say, second position, I'd put my first finger where my second tape is. If I'd go into third position, which is also very popular, I would put my first finger on my third finger tape. See that? Okay, good. Now I have my first finger tape showing up, which is great. So we're going to talk about half position today. Oh, look at that. Half of my face is on the screen. So, I just noticed that. Okay, anyway, trying not to get distracted. So instead of being on our first finger tape, you're going to take your first finger back halfway between the nut and the first finger tape, so it's right here, and this is on the G string. So that's the first note of our finger pattern. Then your second finger goes on the next note. So that's actually on my first finger tape. If you don't have tapes, it's the note A. And you can check it with your open A string. Okay, so your first finger plays G sharp, second finger plays A. Your third finger for this piece is going to play on your normal second finger tape. And then your fourth finger will play on your third finger tape. So it's a really, really strange feeling finger pattern. Low 1, super low 2, high 3, or like, wait, no. I guess it's a low 3 and a low 4. But there's a whole step. You can see the whole step between my second finger and my third finger. There's a whole step there, okay? So that's the finger pattern. I'll play it again. Let's go down. All right, so when you play measure 25 in Deck the Hall of the Mountain King, this is what it should sound like. And I'm going to play up to the first note of 27. Okay, it should sound like this. All right, and so, and this is just a little transition. It's kind of reminiscent of Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly, but we don't have the same rhythm as the words, so you might not really catch that. Let's try it. So we have the first three things that we have are G sharp, A, and B. And this is going to take some time to keep your second finger here and not let it scooch up by your third. It has to stay on your first finger tape. See that? Let's try it again. Ready, go. Good. Let's try it again. Ready, go. Okay, and then the next thing that you have to play is G sharp B. Let's try that. 1, 3. And then make sure that your third finger, I'm trying to catch the glare of the lights in my classroom. See that? Here's my third finger tape. Here's my second finger tape. It's G sharp and B. All right? So the whole measure then sounds like this. Good, okay? And then measure 26 is... Okay, let me get my angle a little better. So it's B, A, okay? So, I mean, if you were playing that in first position with your normal fingers playing their regular notes, it would be B and A. Okay, so I mean, you could do that, but use the opportunity on this piece to learn to play in half position because it's really important. So let's try it again. Okay, and I imagine that some of you probably had your second finger moving up. If it sounds like this, okay, that ain't gonna work. Here's another out of tune example. I'm just gonna do measure 26 and show you a common problems. That's not right. It has to be. Okay, so let's try one more time. And if you need to rewind this and go back over it, dude, do it. You totally can. It's only been 6 minutes. All right, let's try the whole thing a little bit again. 25 and 26. 1, 2, ready, go. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is add the first note of 27. And if you look on your paper, you will notice that that E, which is normally a first finger note, has a 2 over it. That's because we're still in half position. So you have to play your E with your second finger. See that? Okay, so the whole thing will go like this. Nothing moves on your hand until the second note of measure 27, which I will attempt to show you here. It's right in the middle of the page, so wow. Okay, you see where that open D is there? After you play your second finger, you're going to play open D, and then you'll go back to first position, which I have conveniently labeled on your paper. And then, it's very important that you actually move your hand up a little bit. It's like this much, but if you don't do it, then you're stuck in half position and you're way out of tune and the whole orchestra sounds gross. All right, so 27, we start with a 2, and then when I play my open D, I get ready to, see how my hand just like flipped back out, ready to land on the normal tapes. So low 2, whoops, open, ready to land back on my first position fingering. Oh, and then my third finger is actually ready to go. It's just on the wrong string. So you're going to go. And this is where we do have Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly, but it's a minor key, so it'll sound like this, 27. Looking at my music backwards there, so sorry about that. But let's try that. Deck the halls, just to make sure you're landing from half position, open, first position. Okay, try that 3 times. Ready, go. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, and then this pattern, now we're back to this finger pattern. You see that? Instead of this, which we had for half position, now your second and third fingers are close together, and they're the half step. All right, so let's go from 27 all the way to 30, because I want you to know that the last note of 30, that G sharp, is like a 1-note viola solo, and it's so cool. It just is like, it makes the whole orchestra sound amazing because that 1 note is right in there going da ya. Okay, so we gotta really make that note important. All right, what did I say? Actually, let's just do 30, because 30 sounds like this. All right, so try it again. Ready, go. And then 31, you have the same thing in half position again with your 2, oh, flip, 3, 2, okay? So 30 into 31, G sharp, 2 on the D string. Flip back. Oh yeah, and then 1, low 1, regular 1. Okay, 1, low 1, regular 1. I'll show you that, what it looks like here. See that? 1, slide back up. Okay? Now, are you ready to try the whole thing? Here we go. $25. Half position. Set. 1, 2, ready, go. Got it. Okay, so I hope that helps you a lot and that you understand half position a little bit better now. Okay, happy practicing. Email me when you have your assignment done.